Rob Sherrill, drivers must have coverage in Illinois, and non-standard insurance legally covers those who are at high risk or have bad credit. But some people who were hit by drivers with non-standard insurance say they're getting low payouts.
This is where the first initial impact was.
Deborah Smith's car sits in her southwest suburban Plainfield driveway.
It kind of shakes and it sounds like something's about to crack.
Smith has been battling the driver's insurance company, Chicago-based American Alliance Casualty. It's a non-standard auto insurer. She says the process was slow and she was offered much less than she thought she'd get. And they're saying only $1,000.
They're saying $1,000. That's not even the amount of money to get to replace the stuff.
An estimate from her body shop said repairs would be $5,320. The insurer is also saying it will only cover $805 of its own $1,000 estimate because it's only accepting 75% of the liability. Even though the other driver was cited, the insurance company says its investigation, supported by the involved participants' statements and the points of impact, determined Miss Smith shared partial fault. But they're open to reviewing additional evidence.
There's nothing in the police report that referred to me as doing anything.
Injury and accident lawyer Neil Gainsberg agrees. He says insurers assigning percentages of blame is legal, but he sees it more with non-standards.
I don't see where this non-standard company is blaming any responsibility on the victim here. Their driver must be saying something.
As for Smith's higher estimate on repairs, American Alliance Casualty says her repair shop selected parts at a higher cost. Through Alliance, she would get aftermarket parts that meet industry standards. Alliance says it would also be at one of its repair facilities it partners with, which offer lifetime warranties. American Alliance says it followed all state laws in the claim. Smith says she reluctantly accepted the $805 offer. The Chicago Area Better Business Bureau has issued an alert on American Alliance Casualty for 666 complaints in the last 3 years.
The consumers allege that they're not knowledgeable about the repair, or how long it's going to take, or the claim procedures, so they feel they're getting the runaround.
Alliance says its records consistently demonstrate active follow-ups and responsive engagement throughout the claims process, and that it has robust procedures in place to ensure timely and transparent responses to all claims. The company says people like Smith complain because consumers have an incomplete understanding of the claims process or are ultimately dissatisfied with the outcome. Under the Freedom of Information Act, the I-Team obtained data from the Illinois Department of Insurance. We found that overall, non-standard auto insurers have the highest complaint ratios when compared to standard auto insurers. The BBB says despite complaints, most non-standard companies are abiding by state laws.
And there's a lot of loopholes. Unfortunately, Illinois law does allow for certain things that happen or that they're required to do, and they seem to do it to the exact tune, and that's it.
There's been a dent down by the taillight.
That's just part of the damage. Portage Park neighborhood resident Kelly Moore says she's trying to get fixed. She was rear-ended by a driver with the non-standard insurer Direct Auto Insurance Company.
The phone times were really long and the customer service was unhelpful.
Moore's body shop estimate was about $1,000, but Direct Auto Insurance Company offered her significantly less.
They were willing to pay me $268.
Moore ended up declining the coverage and filed with her own insurance company. We reached out to Direct Auto Insurance Company multiple times and have not yet heard back. So when you heard that amount that they were offering, what'd you think?
I thought it was a joke.
The Illinois Department of Insurance takes complaints and enforces current laws, but if you want change in the industry, reach out to your state legislators. If you're having a similar problem, you can also file with your own insurance company, but you may have to pay a deductible. However, your insurance can try to seek reimbursement from the other insurer, hopefully keeping your rates down in the future. But a lot of people say this sure can be a nightmare for them if they are hit by a driver that has this type of insurance.
Oh man, sounds like a mess.
Very revealing, eye-opening, and comprehensive report, Jason.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.